Good evening, fans. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for tuning in this evening as Delaware Rising Football Club travel to Westerville South High School to take on Greater Columbus Football Club. This is the first matchup of the season between these two clubs. Their third matchup all time. Greater Columbus coming into the Northern Ohio Soccer League starting last year. Delaware fortunate to come away with a win in both of their previous matchups. So certainly looking for their third win in 3 matches. So this is, as I mentioned, this is the first and only regular season matchup between these two clubs this year, just with the additional teams to the Northern Ohio Soccer League. We're not able to get a second home match scheduled against Greater Columbus. We are just a few moments away from the start of the match, just waiting for the referees to get set up. Before the match starts, starting lineup for Delaware Rising this evening. Starting in goal, number 0, Gabriel Thomas, the only listed keeper on the roster available this evening. Across the back on the defense, number 54, Harrison On. Number 6, Alex Brown. Number 15, Cooper Solomon. And number 11, Nicholas Fleury. In the middle, in the midfield, Delaware will line up with number 16, Ryan Miller. Number 72, Seth Barrett. And co-captains, Landon Kuhn, number 24, and Evan Worley, number 10. And then up front, Delaware will have number 42, Mason Morris, and number 12, Colin McComb. So line up again. Thomas in goal, On, Brown, Solomon, and Fleury. In the back, Miller, Barrett, and Kuhn, and Worley. In the midfield with Morris and McComb up front. That should be starting here in the next couple of moments. Not really sure what the holdup is. Scheduled start time was 7:30 p.m. We are now at 7:31 p.m. There are only 2 referees that I can see dressed in red this evening, so I'm not certain. Maybe they're waiting on a fellow referee, or if they are going with a 2-man lineup this evening. Oh, yep, that looks like that's what it was. The third referee making his way to midfield, quickly getting prepared. McComb lines up inside the center circle. Looks like Delaware will have the opening kickoff. Delaware defending the east end of the stadium so far, so they will have the disadvantage of playing into the sun for this first half. The referee signals, starts his watch, and we are off and running for this regular season finale for the Northern Ohio Soccer League. Delaware, the ball comes all the way back to Gabriel Thomas, the only keeper available for Delaware this evening. Ball passed into some space. Flurry forward to Mason Morris. Morris looking for Worley coming up on the far side, but good interception there by Greater Columbus. Challenge along the far sideline. Rolls out for our first throw-in of the evening to be taken by Greater Columbus. Throw comes. Brown will get to that one, send it forward back into the defensive half of the field. Referee on the side whistles for an offside. Looks like McComb got a little bit jumpy on that last challenge. So Columbus will restart things with a free kick. Good interception there in the midfield by Morris. Ball back to Miller, Ryan Miller, with a little bit of space. Passes it out near side to Morris. Morris, one touch, back to Flurry. Flurry crossing it far side. Looks like he finds Kuhn. Kuhn with a left-footed shot. Picked up easily by the keeper. Rolls it out near to one of his defenders. Miller with the ball. Near side to Morris. Morris, one-touch cross. Looking for Kuhn on the far side. Right-footed shot by Harrison on. Goes wide right. Good couple of looks so far this evening for Delaware Rising here in the early going. Play restarts on the goal kick. A little bit of side-to-side action for Columbus as they look to move the ball upfield. Pass comes upfield, sails out for a Delaware Rising throw-in right in front of the Greater Columbus bench. Flurry will take that one Throws it back to Brown. Brown crosses it over to On with a little bit of space through the midfield. Still with some space with the ball on his foot. Passes it near side to Fleury. Fleury carrying the ball up himself through a couple of defenders. He's tripped up, loses possession as that ball is sent out. So Cooper Solomon will take the throw near midfield. Back to Brown. Brown forward into the midfield to number 72, Seth Barrett. Solomon with the ball again, drops it back to Brown. Brown with one attacker nearby. Back to Solomon. Solomon, good pass forward, looking for McComb. He finds him in the midst of a few defenders. Delaware unfortunate to turn the ball over there. Good interception through the midfield. A little bit of back and forth through the midfield there. Columbus comes away with it. Ball's played forward. Barrett will get it. Gabriel Thomas tries to corral that one. A little bit of trouble there, but fortunate. That shot that almost caught Thomas off guard, fortunately sails wide. So Delaware will restart things with a goal kick. Fleury carrying the ball up on the near side. Pass in the middle, intercepted by number 12 from Greater Columbus. Couple of interceptions both ways in the Delaware final third. Number 2 with the ball, crosses it into the middle, just a little bit too far. Ball sails to the other side of the box. Ball sent into some no man's land where Delaware takes possession. Coming upfield. Kuhn finally pauses, giving Delaware a chance to get a couple attackers forward. Delaware still in the man disadvantage as that one rolls out for a rising throw-in. Just about even with the Bucks. It looks like On will be the one setting up to have the throw. A couple of folks moving around in the box. Ball kind of lands in a bit of no man's land. But ball finds its way all the way back to the defense. Fleury back to Solomon. Solomon over to Brown. Across midfield to Barrett. Barrett forward looking for McComb with a couple of defenders. Able to send that one back towards midfield. Ball comes across to the near side. Columbus, good pass forward with a little bit of space. The attacker not quite able to corral that ball, as Delaware will have a throw in. Near side, Fleury looking for someone to throw to. Finally has a long throw forward looking for McComb with some space. Kuhn gets to the ball with a few defenders in tow. Ball comes out for a second. Morris with a shot. Looked like McComb came forward looking, almost got a foot to that ball. It could have been dangerous. Unfortunate for Delaware as it just rolls harmlessly over the end line for a goal kick. Ball comes up along the near sideline. Ball comes forward, inside out. Rolls over the touchline for a rising throw-in. Fleury will take that throw, throws it short. Back to Solomon. Solomon carrying it forward out of the box with a little bit of space. Forward finds Ryan Miller. Miller near side to Kuhn. Kuhn with a little bit of space moving forward. Ball comes forward Brown giving chase to the defender. Gabriel Thomas gets to it before the attacker can get to it. Rolls it out to restart things. Kuhn and Fleury passing the ball back and forth. Kuhn with some space passes it far side to Worley. The ball finds its way back to Thomas, who will pick that one up. Surveys things a little bit. Looking for an open man. Finally sets the ball down. Sends it forward across midfield. Miller and a Columbus defender with a bit of a fight through the midfield. Ball comes forward into the box. Looks like someone for Delaware draws a foul on the far sideline. So Delaware will have a free kick out near midfield along the far side. Oh, it looks like it might be Kuhn setting up to take the free kick. Kick comes low into the box where it's parried away by the Columbus defense. Brown heads the ball forward, back across midfield. Columbus with possession. Attacker splits the Delaware defense. Ball passed into the middle. Solomon there to send that one out. So Columbus will have a throw-in deep in Delaware territory. Steps back, takes a long throw into the box. Finds the foot of the Columbus attacker, not able to turn and have a shot though. As Delaware will start moving forward. Kuhn pauses to give his fellow attackers a chance to move up a little bit, passes it out to Miller. Miller wide to On with some space. Fighting with some defenders, loses it a little bit, finally fights and gets the ball back to Miller. Miller with some space. Pass looking for Kuhn is intercepted. And Columbus will start moving things back towards midfield. The ball rolls out for a Delaware throw-in. So play will pause for a second as Delaware will make their first substitution of the evening. It looks like it's number 22, Eddie Conrad, coming onto the field in place of number 54, Harrison On, who was a little bit slow to get up after that last run of play. So Conrad will come up, move forward, across midfield. He'll take the throw. Comes short to Kuhn, back to Conrad. Delaware with a little bit of back and forth across midfield, looking for some open space. Comes near side to Fleury. Fleury drops it back to Cooper Solomon. Solomon will send that ball forward across the field. Signal from the referee. It was offside. Looks like Kuhn jumped off a little bit early and then came back onside before he got the ball. So Greater Columbus will have a free kick deep in their own territory. A little bit of back and forth as the ball kind of slowly makes its way into the Delaware half of the field. Finally, will roll for a Delaware throw-in. Looks like Conrad will throw that one to Brown. Brown back to Thomas. Passes it back to Brown. Ball through the midfield with a little bit of space. Rough pass there. Good deflection by Cooper Solomon. Columbus player had lots of open space to have a shot. He very minimal defending. Fortunate for Delaware that they parry that challenge away. As Kuhn coming forward with the ball, near side to Morris. Morris gets shoved off the ball as that one will roll out. So Delaware will maintain possession. Deep into the near side corner. So Fleury will set up near side. He'll throw it short to number 42, Mason Morris. Morris looking for some space. Passes it forward, looking for McComb, but just a little too strong, and that one finds its way to the Columbus keeper. Delaware with a few chances early on. It's been a little more even since those opening couple of moments. That ball's turned over in the midfield. Miller giving chase, not able to turn and have a shot. So Columbus moving forward. Columbus player signaled for offside. About 15 minutes in to this first half. Gabriel Thomas will come up to take the free kick off of that offside call against Greater Columbus. That pass forward from Columbus deflected off of Worley. So Columbus will set up. They'll have a throw in. Morrison McComb giving chase, trying to close in on the ball carrier, try and force a turnover. But Delaware finally gets the ball back. Comes all the way back to Solomon. Solomon will drop it to Thomas. Number 12 for Columbus, giving chase, forces a pass from Gabriel Thomas that is intercepted, but fortunate for Delaware, they get the ball back. So Solomon, near side to Fleury. Fleury in the middle looking for Ryan Miller. Miller carrying the ball across midfield with a little bit of open space. Passes to Kuhn. Kuhn makes a move towards the middle. Running out of space. Kuhn trying to make some moves. He has a shot that is deflected. Last touched by Greater Columbus, so Delaware will have their first corner kick of the evening. So Kuhn will have a chance to take the corner kick. He'll come on the near sideline. Right-footed ball comes into the box where it's headed away to the far side by a Columbus defender. So Delaware will have a throw-in on the far side. So Conrad will set up. He'll have the throw. Comes short to Worley. Worley drops it back to Miller. Miller back to Fleury. Fleury forward a little bit to Barrett. Barrett with a long-range shot. That sails well over the crossbar. So short pauses. Columbus will make a handful of substitutions of their own. Their first of the evening. Looks like they will have 3 players coming on. Pass is intercepted by Barrett. Barrett over to Miller. Miller looking for an out pass. Passes it near to Fleury. Fleury running forward. Little drop to Morris. That ball finally rolls out. Last touch by Columbus defender. Morris with a quick throw over the defense looking for McComb. McComb not quite able to get to it. Morris tripped up. She draws a whistle from the head referee, so Delaware will set up for a free kick. Morris is up and moving after that challenge, so Lando Kuhn will set up about 7 or 8 yards outside of the edge of the box for this free kick. Looks like it is Kuhn and maybe Conrad set up. Yep. So Kuhn is the one who takes the kick, hits McComb in the foot, the back of the foot. He wasn't prepared for that one. That ball sent over the touchline for a Columbus throw-in. No, my apologies, a Delaware throw-in. Conrad will have the throw in the near corner, in the box to Barrett. Barrett tries to keep it in play, but unable to do so. That one will roll for a Columbus goal kick. As I mentioned in the pregame, it's a game that means a lot to both teams. On paper, this season it might not seem like there's a whole lot to play for. Both teams have solidified their playoff hopes. So that ball is sent forward. Good work by Solomon to fight off the attacker. Try and keep the ball in play. Finally able to send it out for a Columbus throw-in. Ball thrown into the box where Brown is able to parry that one away. Not completely out of danger yet, though. The ball is sent back towards the box. A little bit of back and forth in possession. Deep in the Delaware final third. Columbus with a little bit of open space. Good challenge there by Barrett to force a turnover. For the moment, that ball sent just wide of goal. That was what I was saying. This is a game that, while not on paper this season, might not seem like it has a lot of impact, as both teams have already solidified their playoff hopes. Delaware with their third playoff appearance in as many years in the league. But there's a lot of pride to be played for. Delaware still playing for seeding. So it will be a big determination of who they play in the first round of the playoffs. Greater Columbus, of course, in the top two. In second place, just behind City of Ohio. They will have home field at least through to the quarterfinals. So even though both of these teams are in the playoffs, there still is a lot of pride to play for. There is a bit of a history on and off the field between these two clubs. So this game means a lot to a lot of folks. It's Fleury with the ball through the midfield, passes it forward over the top to Mason Morris. Morris shoved off the ball by the defender. Columbus moving the ball back forward through midfield. Bit of a heavy touch. Shoved away. Good work there by Brown, Alex Brown, to put a body on the attacker. Force the ball out of play to slow things down for the moment, to allow Delaware to get back on defense a little bit. Columbus looking for a little bit of daylight to try and set up an attack in the Delaware final third. Delaware doing well so far to close space and keep Columbus from moving the ball forward over these last couple of moments. Bit of side to side. That ball finally played forward over the head of Alex Brown and Eddie Conrad. Bit of fighting in the box. Finally, Delaware able to clear it out. Looked like that was Brown. Ball comes forward, finds Jeremy Hermiller, Evan Worley forward looking for Morris over the top. Morris with a couple of defenders nearby, dispossessed. As Columbus will move forward. Delaware fighting near side. They will take possession. Fleury will have the throw in right in front of the Delaware bench. Comes short to Miller, back to Fleury, who will drop it back to Solomon. Solomon crosses over to Conrad. Conrad will switch it back over to Fleury. Fleury will drop it back to Solomon. Solomon forward, one touch from Worley to Fleury. Fleury sends it forward, looking for Cody Lumbee. Pulled down in the box. Delaware pleading for a penalty shot. Referee signals for a Delaware corner kick, their second here this evening. Landon Kuhn will set up to take the corner kick again, near corner. Kick comes into the box. Finds Lumbee on the backside. Ball headed into the box by number 7, Jeremy Hermiller. His first goal of the season here late in the first half. About halfway through the first half, my apologies. In the 26th minute, Delaware Rising find themselves with a 1-0 lead. Good set piece there by Delaware Rising. Corner kick from Landon Kuhn. Finds Cody Lumbee. Heads it into the middle where Jeremy Hermiller, with lots of space, finds a wide open net to give Delaware a 1-0 lead. '26th minute. Jeremy Hermiller from Cody Lumbee gives Delaware a 1-0 lead. So Columbus will restart things on the kickoff. Delaware fighting through the midfield, looking to force a turnover. Ball comes all the way back. Gabriel Thomas from Cooper Solomon. Thomas able to send that one forward over midfield. In the middle, Worley knocked in the back of the head. Falls to the ground. Helped up by the Columbus defender and Jeremy Hermiller. Play will restart quickly. Fleury across, looking for Kuhn on the far side. Kuhn, after a little bit of fighting, gets to the ball. He drops it to Conrad. Conrad swinging into the middle, looking for Hermiller. Hermiller not able to get to it cleanly. Columbus with a little bit of space as they try to move the ball forward. Ball comes into some no man's land, a little bit of back and forth. That one's sent back across the midfield and out near the Columbus bench. Play restarts on the throw-in. Miller drops it back to Thomas. Solomon forward to Miller. Miller with some space. far side to Eddie Conrad. Conrad back to Miller. A little bit of back and forth. Ball drop back to Alex Brown. Thomas up to Miller. Miller carrying the ball forward. Finds Kuhn just for a second. This ball's popped up in the air. A couple of a Delaware player and a Columbus player collide on it. As Columbus tries to move it forward. A little bit of fighting on the near side. Dry throw in for Columbus. Delaware dropping some guys back. Cooper Solomon on the defender. Ball attempted cross, deflected, blocked away by Fleury. For the throw-in, we'll pause for a substitution. One substitution for both sides. Delaware, number 17, J.P. Selisgar, will come on for his first moments of the game in place of Eddie Conrad. So Selisgar will drop back into defense. So that throw comes long into the box. Gabriel Thomas giving chase on the far side. He picks it up before any Columbus player can get to it. Columbus with some pressure up into the defensive half. Delaware looking for some daylight. Finds a little bit of space with Selisgar carrying the ball upfield. Selisgar unable to keep that ball in play. Another short pause for a Columbus substitution before the upcoming throw-in. Just about 15 minutes left in this first half. Delaware rising with a 1-0 lead on an early set-piece goal. The combination of Landon Kuhn, Cody Lumbey, and Jeremy Hermiller team up to give Delaware Rising a 1-0 lead. As that ball rolls back in out for a throw-in. Throw comes long into the box where Thomas, able to get his hands to it, catches it through a heavy amount of traffic. Holds on to it with no trouble, no bobbling. Giving his players a chance to move forward before punting it across midfield. Kuhn dragged to the ground off of that kick. No whistle from the referee. He'll just be out for a rising throw-in. Another pause as Delaware will make a couple of substitutions. Number 27, Asher Bridenstine, will come on in place of number 16, Ryan Miller. Colin McComb will come back on in place of number 10, Evan Worley. So Selisgar will set up to take the throw on the far sideline. Throw comes long, finds its way into the box just for a second. Nice long throw from Selisgar. Ball with into some open space. Asher, the new substitution, gets to it. Fleury along the sideline. Columbus with a substitution before their upcoming throw-in. Ball punted forward by Fleury, looking for Hermiller. Bridenstine drops to Solomon. Solomon plays it forward. Looking for McComb and Hermiller. Kuhn tackled. Clean tackle. Solomon giving chase. Finally able. Comes up and clears that one out. Almost out of the stadium. Released high up into the stands. Columbus will have a throw-in. Throw into the box. Where Solomon and Brown come together on the Columbus attacker. Cleared out for another throw-in. Another long throw into the box. Thomas again through some traffic, able to come away with that one cleanly. Gabriel Thomas showing off his clean hands play. Not easy to catch those balls, especially through so much traffic. Kuhn, Delaware with a little bit of a man advantage playing forward. Not quite able to find the space through the Columbus defense. Ball pass forward. Columbus player onside. Good work there by Gabriel Thomas to close that gap. Prevent a clean shot. It deflects off of him for a Columbus corner kick. Good defensive play there from Gabriel Thomas. Columbus will set up for a corner kick in the near corner. Ball comes in low and some open space. Ball cleared out by Delaware. Not out of the defensive half just yet. Columbus still playing forward, looking for some space. Ball crossed into the middle. Ball just over the crossbar. Don't think Gabriel Thomas got a hand on it. It just sailed between the soccer crossbar and the football field crossbar. So Delaware will make a substitution before this upcoming goal kick. Number 23, Galvin McCall, will get a start. Will come in to replace number 7, Jeremy Hermiller, the Delaware Rising goal scorer. So Gabriel Thomas sets up to take the goal kick. Kick comes short, finds a Columbus attacker. Solomon tries to clear it out. Ball still in play. Solomon finally able to send that one out for a throw-in. It's taken quickly. Columbus, ball crossed into the box, headed away by Brown. Out of the box, back into the box. Popped high up in the air. Still in the Delaware final third. Columbus with possession. Good work there by McCall to read that pass and stop the attack for the moment. Sends it back. Columbus will drop it all the way back to their keeper. McCall giving chase. It's Columbus with the ball up through midfield. Bit of a light pass as Lumbee gets to that one. Delaware will take possession. Celiscar forward to Lumbee again. McCall. Ball played into the middle. Comes back, Brown. Carrying it forward a little bit. Forward to Lumby. Out to McComb, maybe? Can't quite tell. Brown pushing forward. So that ball will roll back to the Columbus keeper. He will roll it out near side to his defender. Ball up through the midfield. Asher Bridenstine to Fleury, back to Bridenstine. Asher playing forward, he finds McComb. Defender got to it just before McComb did. Ball rolls out. Last touch by Columbus. So Delaware will have their throw-in. Play will pause for a second as Ryan Miller and Evan Worley come back on in place of Cody Lumby, and it looks like Mason Morris. So Nick Fleury will have the throw near corner. Throw comes into the box. It's headed away by a Columbus defender, Miller, to Bridenstine. Drops all the way back to Alex Brown. Solomon carrying it forward to Fleury, to Lando. Lando looking to move with a couple of defenders nearby. 3 defenders nearby. Finally drops it back to Fleury. Fleury, long cross into the box, looking for Evan Worley. Ryan Miller comes up, not quite able to get to that one before it's knocked away by a Columbus defender. Looks like it deflected off of Miller before rolling out of play. So Delaware will back up towards midfield a little bit. McCall still in the vicinity. Maybe trying to look for a turnover. Ball's sent into the Delaware half. Back across midfield. Columbus with a little bit of space. Ball crossed into the box where Thomas is able to come up. He'll scoop that one up. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Delaware still holding on to their 1-0 lead. And a very nice set-piece goal in the 26th minute from Jeremy Hermiller. Delaware looking for a little bit of daylight. Bit of a risky touch there from Brown, nearly turned it over. Delaware able to keep possession. Gabriel Thomas finally with some attackers nearby, sends it forward. That ball rolls for a Columbus throw-in right in front of the Delaware bench. Ball sent forward and out. Delaware will have a throw-in. Delaware substitution. Number 72, Seth Barrett, will come back onto the field in place of number 27, Asher Bridenstine. Fleury to take the throw on the near sideline. Ball up along midfield. Columbus comes away with it. Good fight there in the midfield between Kuhn and the Columbus player. Columbus wins that battle. Moves it forward a little bit. They will continue moving forward. Just about 2 minutes and some stoppage left in this first half. Columbus player got to that one, rolls a bit of a weak shot, rolls harmlessly to Gabriel Thomas. Thomas punts that one high into the air, just across midfield, looking for McCall. Referee signals for a Delaware throw-in. Fleury quickly taken grazes off of McCall's head. McCall commits a foul before that ball rolled over the touchline. So Columbus, instead of a throw-in, will have a free kick just off of the touchline. Keeper will take that free kick. Ball sent forward. Ball continues to move forward. Before Delaware brings it back forward. Worley. Pass forward looking for McComb. Not quite able to make that connection. Referee signals for a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time to end this first half. It's McCall with the ball on the far side. Crosses it into the middle, looks like just looking for a fellow Delaware attacker of any sort. Unfortunate that no one was there. So Columbus with a short throw-in. Just a couple of moments left here in this first half. A good first half from Delaware Rising. Good first half from both teams. Delaware Rising taking the set piece advantage with the lone goal of the first half. But a well-played game by both teams so far. That ball, a bit of bouncing back and forth across midfield where Worley has his pass intercepted. Columbus with a little bit of space before Seliskar comes up to challenge the ball carrier. Ball carrier still looking for some space to move forward. Good work by Delaware to collapse in on each person with the ball, preventing any clean passes between the lines. As that one is sent out for a Columbus throw-in. Likely just a few seconds left here in this opening half. Columbus throw goes short to McCall. McCall will send that one back out towards midfield. Just barely across midfield before Columbus starts coming back forward with the ball. Ball crossed into the middle. Comes low into the arms of Gabriel Thomas. Referee checks his whistle, checks his watch, signals for the end of the first half. Good work by Delaware Rising here in this first half of action. After 45 minutes, Delaware find themselves with a 1-0 lead with 45 minutes to go. So make sure you hang out for an exciting second half of action. I have about 5 or 10 minutes or so before we start the second half, and we'll be right back on the stream with all of the second half action. So score again at the end of one. Delaware Rising 1, Greater Columbus 0. Welcome back for the second half. Greater Columbus will take this kickoff to start the second half. Referee gets everyone set up. Signals, and the second half is underway. Delaware quickly gets the ball back, sends it forward, or sends it back into their own zone. Apologies. Columbus sending it back into the Delaware half. So Delaware will have a throw-in. Few subs to start the second half. Looks like number 7, Jeremy Hermiller, is back on to start the second half. The goal scorer for Delaware in the first half is Columbus with some space. Shot taken, but sails over the crossbar. Delaware was happy during halftime. A couple things that popped up. Delaware was happy with their first few minutes of play. This play will pause for a second. Looks like number 54, Harrison On, who started the game but unfortunately had to come off about midway through the first half. Looks like he still is somewhat feeling the effects of that injury, so he is off on the side, being tended to by acting head coach Chris Stoll. So Delaware, for the time, will be playing at a man disadvantage. Play pauses as Columbus will make a substitution. Looks like it might have been an injury substitution or a wardrobe issue of some sort. But referee will set up. He will drop the ball in front of the Columbus defender and play will restart. Ball headed forward. Some fighting between both sides through the midfield. Columbus with possession will drop it all the way back to their keeper. That ball sent forward. Brown heads it forward, but not completely out of danger just yet. That ball out and slide tackle from Celiscar. Looks like Columbus will have a throw-in near the final third. Ball punted forward by Celiscar over and out over the touchline. So Columbus with a throw-in. He'll drop the ball back to his keeper. The keeper will give it back to him. Columbus with a little bit of space. Delaware, Jeremy Hermiller putting some pressure. Barrett drops back. He will turn and send that one over the touchline. It looks like Delaware to start the second half. Looks like Barrett. It'll be Alex Brown, Seth Barrett, and Cooper Solomon. Nope. Nick Fleury along the back. So Fleury carrying the ball up a little bit before he sends it forward, looking for Kuhn. Columbus defender got to that one first, but Kuhn was very close by. Columbus with a little bit of space coming across midfield. Good slide tackle by Celiscar. Good work to recover. Referee signals for a handball against Celiscar, so Columbus will keep possession. Referee signals to the Columbus player to back it up a few yards. So Delaware with players back on defense. Kick comes low. Celiscar sends the low kick over the touchline. So as I mentioned right at the start of the half, Delaware was happy with their play in the first few minutes of the game. Obviously happy with the goal as Hermiller carries that ball across midfield. Lumby shoved to the ground, drawing a foul. So Delaware will have a free kick upcoming. Delaware looking to maybe shore up the defense a little bit. They know they might have a bit of a speed disadvantage on the defensive side of the ball, so they are hoping to kind of continue to close some of those gaps, make sure that Columbus doesn't get any easy chances at net. So Kuhn will set up to take the free kick, set up at the 30-yard line of the football field. Kick comes. Kuhn into the box. Ooh, Celiscar tries for a tried for a bicycle kick. Unable to connect. The referee will stop play. Looks like it'll be a foul against Celiscar. I like the effort. Not quite able to make the connection, but certainly was looking for a flashy play, and in a fun rivalry game, a heated rivalry game such as this, any sort of flashiness you can display can do wonders for team morale. So Columbus will set up for their free kick. Kick is sent near side. Short Hermiller giving chase, putting pressure on the defense. Ball comes back between Barrett and Brown. Ball rolls out for a rising throw-in. Barrett drops back with the ball, lets the defender come to him. Tries to send it forward. It deflects off of the Columbus attacker. So Fleury will set up to take the throw in. Throws it long on the far sideline. Delaware getting some folks back. Good work there by Alex Brown and J.P. Celiscar to come together to send that ball out of play. Looks like it was on at the touchline side of the flag, so Columbus will have a throw-in. Play pauses for a moment as Delaware will make a substitution, their first of the second half. Looks like number 22, Eddie Conrad, will come on in place of number 11, Nick Fleury. So Columbus with a long throw into the box. Thomas got his hands to it, but referee signals for a foul against Greater Columbus, so Delaware with possession. Gabriel Thomas got his hands to it, not cleanly. It wasn't able to hold on to the ball, but fortunate for Delaware, they get possession regardless. So Gabriel Thomas essentially setting up for a goal kick. Passes it to Brown. Brown under pressure, able to send it forward to Lumby. Lumby with a little bit of an out pass out to Conrad. A little bit of back and forth between Lumby and Conrad. Ryan Miller and Cody Lumby fighting. Referee will stop that play. Give Columbus a free kick. The sun is setting. It's nearly down below the trees on the west end of the stadium. Certainly has cooled down a little bit. The game time temperature was about 82 degrees as that ball comes into the box. Delaware able to clear it out for the moment. Comes back into the box. Shot taken over. Referee signals that it deflected off of a Delaware player before heading out. So Greater Columbus will set up for a corner kick. So it was about 82 degrees at the time the game started. It's maybe just a little bit cooler now. Probably about mid-70s. As that corner kick comes into the box. Ball through traffic all the way back out. Columbus player will turn and send it all the way across the field. Lumby and a Columbus player giving chase. Delaware content to let that one roll out. So Thomas will have a goal kick. Before that comes, a few more substitutions. So number 12, Colin McComb, will come back on in place of number 7, Jeremy Hermiller. Columbus will make a couple substitutions of their own. Thomas sends that ball into midfield looking for Mason Morris. But Columbus with possession. A little bit of space, looking for some daylight to try and move the play forward. Good work there. Combination of McComb, Worley, and Landon Kuhn to force a turnover, but Columbus takes the ball right back. So Columbus now pushing forward. Alex Brown, along with a Columbus defender, giving chase. Brown able to send that one over the touchline. Good recovery there. That could have been a very dangerous run of play for the Delaware defense, but good recovery by Alex Brown to get back and send that one out of play. So Columbus will make another substitution before their incoming throw-in. Sets up, throw low into the box. Cleared away for the moment. Good work by Delaware to clear that one out. Looks like that was Cody Lumby. He's able to clear that one out of the box. Throw comes taken quickly. Columbus pleading for a whistle, but they will have to settle for a throw-in. Sense a little bit of frustration from the Columbus sideline. They certainly wanted something more than that, but play continues. The ball comes into the middle. Good work by Seliskar. He will clear that one into the midfield, looking for McComb. McComb almost got a foot to it. Another pass forward, headed up into the air. Kuhn brought to the ground on that challenge. Pauses for a second. He's up and moving around. Having a few words with the referee just to see what the call was. For his thoughts. Likely thought that because of the nature of that play that maybe it warranted a card. Referee sends him away empty-handed. So as such, Kuhn, the ball set up on the 45-yard line on the Columbus half of the field. He'll set up to take that free kick. Kick sent into the box. Ooh, Delaware with some men in the box, but unfortunate for them. One of the attackers came off a little too early. So Columbus will restart things with a free kick off of that offside call. And they will make a few substitutions before play resumes. The Delaware Rising faithful hanging out in the stands this evening, making lots of noise, cheering on our boys in blue. Delaware still holding on to a 1-0 lead that they had from the 26th minute of the game. We have just now passed the hour mark. So far that is the lone goal of the game, and a beautiful set piece set up by Delaware, finished off by a goal from Jeremy Hermiller. So that ball will roll out. Celiscar will adjust his shoelaces before setting up to take the throw. Throw long, looking for McComb. Headed back towards midfield and out. Delaware will keep possession. Celiscar will move up about 15, 20 yards, have another throw. Celiscar with a line drive throw hits Kuhn in the back. Kuhn fell to the ground, got hit in the back. Unfortunate for Delaware, but Columbus restarts things. McComb giving chase to the defender. Delaware putting a lot of pressure on in the offensive half, trying to force some bad passes, force some turnovers, maybe take advantage, try and find a second goal. Miller looking for some space in the midfield. Conrad. A bit of fancy footwork there. Conrad to beat his defender. A bit of a mess through the midfield. Columbus with the ball. Brown. Columbus coming forward. Good work by Brown. Oh! Columbus had the Delaware defense beat, but signal from the sideline judge was offside all the way back up at the 25-yard line. So Delaware will have a free kick. So a couple substitutions. Celiscar will come off, and Fleury will come on in his place. So Barrett take that free kick, sends it forward. Kuhn, a little bit of open space. McComb out to Worley. Worley drops it back to Ryan Miller. Miller across to Fleury. Fleury sends that ball into the box. Nobody home, unfortunately, for Delaware. But McComb there to clean up. Morris giving chase in the box, fighting with the defender, trying to keep that ball in play. Ball rolls out. Signal from the referee is a goal kick. Good fight down near the end line by Mason Morris. Bit of frustration, maybe starting to boil over for Columbus, as the goalkeeper and his fellow defender have a couple of choice words for each other. So goal kick comes forward. McComb and Landon putting some pressure on the ball. McComb giving chase. Still giving chase, looking to force an interception. Kuhn over to the ball carrier. Columbus trying to find some daylight to get the ball out of their own defensive third. Finally finds a little bit of daylight. Good recovery by Brown. Good work. Slows things up, allows the defense to get back. Finally sent forward a little bit by Ryan Miller. Not completely out of danger just yet. Columbus with a little bit of space, sends the ball through the back line, but nobody was there. Rolls all the way back to Gabriel Thomas. 65th minute. Conrad on the near side, right in front of the Delaware bench, looking for some space. Forward finds Kuhn. Kuhn, ball comes low across, had Mason Morris for a second. Morris not quite able to corral that line drive of a pass. So Columbus will have a throw in. Delaware playing with some intensity. They have one goal there, hungry for more. Lumbee shoved to the ground, shot comes. A nice save by the Columbus keeper. The referee tells him to pause before play restarts as Cody Lumbee a little bit slow to his feet. He is able to get up. He's moving around. Looks like out of an abundance of caution, it looks like Cooper Solomon will come on in his place. Hopefully nothing too serious. So we will wait and see if he comes back on. So referee drops the ball in front of the Columbus keeper. Keeper will roll it short to one of his defenders to restart things. Long ball forward. Cooper Solomon, the recent substitution, gets to that one. Short to Fleury. Fleury who sends it forward across midfield. Miller into a little bit of no man's land. Columbus able to pick that one up. Kuhn giving chase to the ball carrier. He drops it back a little bit. Worley giving chase. Columbus looking for some daylight. Shot taken by number 69. He had turned and beat Conrad. Not able to put that one on target. That one rolled wide left of the goal. Tried it from distance. Pass is deflected from Brown. Rolls out. Fleury didn't realize it was out. The referee on the side signaled for a Delaware throw-in. So Fleury will come back, and he will set up to take the throw-in as the lights come on for this final 20 minutes and change. We'll be playing under the lights. Brown, low, through to the midfield, looking for Kuhn. Columbus comes away with it. Ball forward in the midfield. Brown sends it forward. Grazes off of McComb's head from the looks of it. Columbus passes near side. Comes forward. Brown, the man on the ball again. Short to Worley. Worley. Bit of a scuffle in midfield. A couple of slide tackles as both teams jostle for possession. Columbus, ball crossed over Fleury's shoulder to the far side. Ball crossed into the middle, high up into the air. Columbus player gets to it, has a shot that would have gone wide, but Gabriel Thomas is there. Scoops that one up. Taking no chances. So Thomas punts it forward. Up across midfield looking for Kuhn. Ball popped up in the air again. Headed off of the Columbus player. So Delaware will have a throw-in deep in Columbus territory. Columbus will make a couple of substitutions before the Delaware throw. McComb hands the ball off to Eddie Conrad. Conrad Throw looking for Morris. Morris got to it. That ball rolls out for another Delaware throw-in. So Morris will set up. Faked that he was going to throw it long. Pause for a second, then waits for Worley. Hits him with a short throw. Worley and Kuhn. Nearby, Kuhn. Forces a clearance out of play, so Miller receives that throw-in. Had possession for a moment. Lost it. Now Columbus coming back upfield with speed. Delaware getting players back. Flurry, Solomon, Brown. Back ball comes into the box. And out and through a lot of traffic. The ball finds its way into the back of the net. The counterattack for Greater Columbus. Catches Delaware on the back foot a little bit. And just like that, in the 70th minute, we are back even. Score is now tied 1-1. Acting assistant coach Andrew Schwalik trying to fire up his guys on the sideline. As play restarts, McComb setting up to restart things. Drops it to Ryan Miller. Miller to Conrad. Conrad tripped. Draws a foul. Referee has a few words with the Columbus player who committed the foul. Kuhn takes the kick, sends it wide. Out on the far side. That one rolls out. Columbus has the throw, and they send it near side. Entirely new ball game now. Delaware. Referee play calls advantage. Miller tripped the ball carry up. Ball crossed into the middle. Good work by Flurry there to send that ball forward. So referee comes back, shows a yellow card to Ryan Miller for that challenge. So Miller will need to play a little more carefully, with a little more caution from here on out. No sense in no chance risking another yellow. So Delaware will have a free kick of their own from inside the box. Referee making his way back towards midfield. Signals for Gabriel Thomas. Thomas will send the free kick forward, looking for Worley in the midfield. Delaware still trying to put some pressure on the ball. Coming back, Flurry beat by his man on the far side. Good clearance there by the Delaware defense. Still in their half. Play coming forward. Columbus player turns and fires. Sails well over the crossbar. Just about 15 minutes and some change left. Columbus with a recent tying goal. Score sits at 1-1 now, as Delaware will make a substitution before their goal kick. Number 27, Asher Bridenstine, will come back on in place of number 72, Seth Barrett. On the restart, Conrad with the ball, sends it forward, looking for McComb. Ball comes back, headed to Bridenstine, heads it back. Ball crossed into the box. Cleared away by, looks like Cooper Solomon. Play pauses as J.P. Seliskar will come back on in place of number 22, Eddie Conrad. So Columbus will have a throw-in near side. Throw comes short just outside of the box. Asher giving chase. Miller and Fleury come together. Fleury plays it forward looking for McComb. Ball finds a couple of Columbus defenders. McComb giving chase as that ball finds its way back to the keeper. Quickly sends it forward into some no man's land. Seliskar gives chase. Ooh, tried to lead Kuhn with that pass. Fortunate for Delaware that it's intercepted. Cooper Solomon giving chase. Able to hold off the Columbus attacker to give Thomas time to scoop that one up. So Thomas short to Asher. Up to Morris, back to Fleury. Back to Thomas. Forward to Cooper Solomon. To Fleury. Fleury sends it forward. McComb there. A little too strong. McComb not able to get to that one. I wonder if he knew he was going to be offside, so maybe he held up a little bit. But throw-in will come after Columbus finishes their substitution. Oh. Ball back out towards midfield. Columbus content to bring it back to try and set up an attack. Ball wide. Morris nearby. Miller. Good fight there. Dragged to the ground. He's able to draw a foul. So Delaware will have a free kick, but not before a couple of substitutions. Number 21, Cody Lumby coming back on. Number 7, Jeremy Hermiller coming back on in place of number 10, Evan Worley, and number 12, Colin McComb. So Lumby, glad to see that he was able to come back out. Good to see that injury that sent him off earlier was not too serious. Seliskar, Miller trying to push the ball forward. Lumby giving chase. Hermiller chasing down the ball. Delaware trying to put some pressure, trying to force a defensive turnover. Ball switched wide. Fleury nearby. Deflects the ball into the middle. Bridenstine gets that one. He's shoved to the ground. Pass into the box. Blocked. Comes back out. Another pass into the box. At the foot of a Columbus attacker. He crosses it looking for a fellow attacker, but fortunate for Delaware. It looks like it will be a goal kick. Fortunate for Delaware. Rolled over the touchline. No one for Columbus in the vicinity. Just about 12 minutes and stoppage remaining. Delaware working hard in the offensive zone, putting pressure on the ball, try and find a second goal. Not been able to find one just yet. Currently trying as hard as they can to get it out of their own end. Good look by Morris. Unfortunate. Unable to connect with Kuhn. Columbus coming back. Delaware playing back. Good jostle Good body by Fleury to stop that immediate attack. Good work again by Fleury to take the ball away and clear it out to pause for a second. So Columbus throw into the box. Miller got to it, sends it forward. Lumby gets a foot to it. Play stops. Referee signals for a foul, a yellow card against so Delaware will have possession, but they get another player with a yellow card. It looks like it is Cooper Solomon, number 15. Referee checks his watch, finishes recording the yellow card. Delaware will have their free kick. So now Delaware with 2 players on the field with yellow cards apiece. So have to be a little more careful. A couple of major pieces. Cooper Solomon, a big part of the back line, and Ryan Miller, a large part of the midfield. Ball forward. Lumby gets to it. Pass looking for Kuhn. Kuhn got to it. Not able to keep possession. Columbus clears it out. Upfield. Brown and Seliskar come together. Bridenstine, fortunate, comes away with it. Delaware pushing forward. Mason Morris. Tripped up a little bit. Now Columbus pushing back forward. So Delaware dropping in defense. It's Columbus with some space. Moving into the final third. A lot of space to make something happen. Good save by Gabriel Thomas. Delaware giving Columbus a lot of space on the defensive challenge. Good work by Gabriel Thomas to save that shot. So Columbus with a corner kick on the far side. Delaware crowding the box. Kick comes into the box, punched away by Gabriel Thomas. Good work there. He punches it all the way out. Columbus will have a throw in. McComb will come back on in place of, it looks like Mason Morris. '84th minute now. Score still sits at 1 goal apiece. So that throw comes into the box. Comes out for a second. Columbus crosses the ball into the middle. Ball headed up and out. Referee signals for another Columbus corner kick. This one will come on the near side. Looks like they're setting up, trying to take it. Thought they might have been trying to take it relatively quickly. Throw ball does come in. Fortunate for Delaware. Columbus player got ahead to it, but not able to put it on target. So Delaware will have a goal kick. Seth Barrett will come back on for Asher Bridenstine. So Cooper Solomon and Gabriel Thomas back on the goal kick. Ball forward. Cooper to Fleury. Pass blocked. Finds its way back to Solomon. Delaware draws a foul. Possibly offside. I didn't see what happened, but Delaware will restart play. Miller carrying the ball forward. Delaware unable to keep that ball in play. Columbus takes their throw. Lumbee up, pressuring the ball carrier. Delaware still trying to put pressure on the ball, trying to force an offensive zone turnover. Columbus, a little bit of back and forth passing, looking for some open space. Ball comes, finds a little bit of open space. Good work. Good read by Celiscar. Clear that one out for the moment. Ball came up to McComb. McComb tried to find Kuhn. Columbus takes possession. Kuhn saw that pass, not quite able to get to it to get the interception. Lumbee on the number 9, the ball carrier. Good work by Barrett to block that pass for the second. Columbus still. Ball rolls out of play. After the ball rolled out, right around the time the ball rolled out, a Delaware player bowled over by the Columbus attacker, which will draw a yellow card. Looks like it was Cody Lumbee again, taking a hard shot. So again, he will come off. Mason Morris will come. Looks like Mason Morris will come back on in place of Lumbee. So Celiscar line up to take the throw in. Whistle from the referee to restart things. Celiscar with a long throw along the sideline. Ball popping up through the air. Barrett and Kuhn giving chase. Delaware draws another yellow card. Looks like that one was against Kuhn, perhaps. He's got a few words, has a few words with the referee. So Columbus will set up with a free kick on the 25-yard line of the football field. Referee finishes recording the yellow, pushing the Delaware wall back a few more yards. Since it is a football field, it's 10 yards, it's easy to mark off. So Delaware standing right on the 15-yard line. Free kick comes. Ball popped up in the air. Gabriel Thomas had his hands on it, bobbled it, lost control of it. Fortunate another Delaware player there to send it forward. Delaware with a throw-in nearing the final moments of this match. Just about a minute and a half and some change. Cooper Solomon under some pressure. Delaware trying to clear the zone. Brown finally able, clears it forward. A couple attempted one-touch passes. Worley looking for McComb. Overshoots him a little bit. Morris there to pick it up. Kuhn coming forward with McComb with some space. McComb with a right-footed shot. Not quite able to put that one on target. That was probably the best look Delaware's had this entire second half. They look good. Unfortunate, McComb not able to put that one on target. See if that'll give Delaware some confidence, maybe here in the last few moments of the game. Ball rolls out where Delaware will have their throw-in. So play will pause. Celiscar will set up to take the throw-in after this Columbus substitution. Referee backing Celiscar up a little bit more. Finally gives him the go-ahead. Celiscar short to Miller. Miller returns the pass to Celiscar. Celiscar finds Kuhn. Kuhn back to Miller. Miller across to Fleury. Fleury finds Morris. Morris trying to make some moves. Finds Fleury. Fleury crosses it into the box. Ball comes all the way into the keeper. He rolls it out quick, trying to catch the Delaware defense on the back foot. Good work there by Celiscar to intercept that pass through the midfield. Quick to Kuhn. Kuhn pops it forward. Worley gets to it. Still some jostling. He finally drops it back to Brown. Delaware trying to set up an attack. Columbus putting some pressure. Barrett with the ball. Finds Morris through the midfield. Morris all on his own. Near side to Worley. Worley to Kuhn. Finds its way back in the middle to Worley. Worley. Columbus player falls to the ground. Draws a whistle from the referee. The play restarts quickly on a short. Play continues. Kuhn shoved the Columbus player. Ball still in play in front of the Columbus bench. Ball finally into the middle. Play crossed. Out for a Delaware throw. Fleury right about midfield. Oh, looking for Morris. Pass deflected by Celiscar. Able to turn and fire that one upfield, looking for McComb. McComb not able to get to that ball in time. Still some fighting. Oh! A bit of a heavy turnover. Morris was looking to make a move forward. Unfortunate that that ball was just a little too heavy. Good work by Fleury. Send that one over his head. So we are into stoppage time now. We've passed the 90th minute. 2 minutes in by my watch. Did not hear signal from the referee. Can't imagine there will be too much time added on. There was 2 minutes in the first half. Second half has been a little more stop and go, but Columbus, ooh, good, oh, cleared out by Celiscar for the moment. Ball, shot taken, over and out. Gabriel Thomas will set up for a goal kick in the waning moments of this regular season finale matchup for both Greater Columbus and for Delaware Rising. Both teams sit at 1 goal apiece. That ball headed back. Solomon knocked to the ground. Brown sends that one forward. Out for a Columbus throw-in. Only a few moments left, maybe a few seconds. Long throw into the box. Brown collides with a Columbus defender. Columbus player turns and fires. Out for another goal kick. Delaware signaling for another ball. Only one ball on that side of the field. Thomas restarts with a goal kick up through midfield. Ball popped up and over. Fleury. Ball crossed into the box, all the way across. Worley giving chase on the ball carrier to the near side. Worley still on the ball carrier. Fighting. Pass deflected by Celiscar. Kuhn finds the ball at his feet. Passes it forward to McComb. McComb corrals it. Oh, tries to pass it forward. Looking to hit Mason Morris with a pass. Pass is blocked. Fleury moving forward along the far side. Crosses, brings it back into the middle. Near side to Kuhn. Kuhn just outside the box has a shot. Ball deflects off of the keeper's hands. That'll be out. Delaware with a corner kick here in the last few moments of the game. A perfect opportunity to try and find a late goal to steal this lead back. Shot comes. Oh! Out for another Delaware goal, another Delaware corner kick. This time it'll come from the near side. Everybody pushing up. Pushing up. Looks like Fleury will set up to take the kick. Talking to Gabriel Thomas. Coming up in these last few moments. Give Delaware an extra attacker in the box. Fleury sets the ball up again. He comes back. Signals. Here comes the kick. Into the box. Oh, knocked away. Out again. We'll switch things up and have another corner kick, the third in the last couple of moments, taken short. Ball carried into the box. Shot taken and blocked, and that will do it. Delaware with an onslaught of attack for the final moments of the game, not able to find a second goal after 90 minutes. Both teams unable to find a winner. So Delaware and Greater Columbus FC finished today with a score of 1-1. Both teams come away with a hard-fought point. So as such, Delaware maintains their unbeaten record against Greater Columbus. So now 2 wins, 1 draw, and 0 losses in 3 matchups. So Delaware with the draw today. They will play again next weekend. I don't remember the date off the top of my head, but they will play next weekend. They have, I think, a couple more matchups, maybe 1 or 2 more matchups this week before they will know who exactly they are playing and where they are playing. But make sure to stay tuned to the social media accounts. We will have all the updates, including time, location, all that fun stuff. So make sure you keep tuned to that. Once again, final score here this evening. Delaware Rising 1, Greater Columbus FC 1. As always, thank you for hanging out with me. This is Daniel White signing off for this evening. Hashtag Up the Rising. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and have a wonderful week.